Today is September 18th, 2023. The time is 12:56 p.m. I am going to be reading the package leaflet information for the user, COVID-19 vaccine Janssen, suspension for injection, COVID-19 AD26 COV2S recombinant. This medicine is subject to additional monitoring. This will allow quick identification of new safety information. You can help by reporting any side effects you may get. See the end of section 4 for how to report side effects. Read all of this leaflet carefully before you are vaccinated because it contains important information for you. Keep this leaflet. You may need to read it again. If you have any further questions, ask your doctor, pharmacist, or nurse. If you get any side effects, talk to your doctor, pharmacist, or nurse. This includes any possible side effects not listed in this leaflet. See section 4. What is this leaflet? What COVID-19 vaccine Janssen is and what it is used for. What you need to know before you are given COVID-19 vaccine Janssen. How COVID-19 vaccine Janssen is given, possible side effects, how to store COVID-19 vaccine Janssen, contents of the pack, and other information. What COVID-19 vaccine Janssen is and what it is used for. COVID-19 vaccine Janssen is a vaccine used for preventing COVID-19 caused by the SARS-CoV-2 virus. COVID-19 vaccine Janssen is given to adults aged 18 years and older. The vaccine causes the immune system, the body's natural defenses, to produce antibodies and specialized white blood cells that work against the virus, so giving protection against COVID-19. None of the ingredients in this vaccine can cause COVID-19. I want to skip on down to here. As with any vaccine, as with any vaccine, vaccination with COVID-19 vaccine Janssen may not fully protect all those who receive it. It is not known how long you will be protected. Disorders. Venous thrombolism, blood clots in veins, venous thrombolism, VTE, have been observed rarely following vaccination with COVID-19 vaccine Janssen. Thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome, a combination of blood clots and low levels of platelets in the blood, has been observed very rarely following vaccination with COVID-19 vaccine Janssen. This includes severe cases with blood clots, including in unusual locations such as the brain, liver, bowel, and spleen in some cases in combination with bleeding. These cases mostly occur within the first 3 weeks following vaccination. Fatal outcomes has been reported. Immune thrombocytopenia, very low levels of blood platelet. Immune thrombocytopenia that can be associated with bleeding and have been reported very rarely, usually within the first 4 weeks following vaccination with COVID-19 vaccine Janssen. Seek immediate attention if you experience symptoms that may be signs of blood disorders, severe or persistent headaches, seizures, fits, mental status changes or blurred vision, unexplained bleeding, unexplained skin bruising beyond the site of vaccination, which appear a few days after vaccination, pinpoint round spots beyond the site of vaccination, develop shortness of breath, chest pain, leg swelling, or persistent abdominal pain. Inform your healthcare provider that you have recently received COVID-19 vaccine Janssen. Capillary leak syndrome. Very rare cases of capillary leak syndrome have been reported following vaccination with COVID-19 vaccine Janssen. At least one affected patient had a previous diagnosis of CLS. CLS is a serious, potentially fatal condition causing fluid leakage from small blood vessels, capillaries, resulting in rapid swelling of the arms and legs, sudden weight gain and feeling faint, low blood pressure. Seek immediate medical attention if you develop these symptoms in the days following vaccination. Neurological disorders. Guillain-Barré syndrome. Seek immediate medical attention if you develop weaknesses and paralysis in the extremities that can progress to the chest and face. Guillain-Barré syndrome, GBS. This has been reported very rarely after vaccination with COVID-19 vaccine Janssen. Inflammation of the spinal cord, transverse myelitis. Seek immediate medical attention if you develop weakness in the arms or legs, sensory system, such as tingling, numbness, pain, or loss of pain sensation, or problems with bladder or bowel function. This has been reported very rarely after vaccination with COVID-19 vaccine Janssen. Risk of very rare events after a booster dose. The risk of very rare events such as blood disorders, including thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome, CLS, and GBS after a booster dose of COVID-19 vaccine Janssen, it's unknown. Let's move on. And this is from the World Health Organization, and it's saying here, as of the 27th of April 2022, as of 27 April 2022, more than 50 million doses of AD26-CoV2, that's Janssen & Janssen's vaccine, have been administered worldwide. The majority of doses in the USA, Europe, South Africa, and Brazil. Based on post-marketing safety surveillance, the following safety concerns were identified: thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome and Guillain-Barré syndrome. This is Annals of Internal Medicine, original research, case series of thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome after COVID-19 vaccination, United States, December 2020 to August 2021. Thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome is a potentially life-threatening condition associated with adenoviral vector COVID-19 vaccination. It presents similarly to spontaneous heparin-induced thrombocytopenia. 12 cases of cerebral venous sinus thrombosis after vaccination with AD26-CoV2 COVID-19 vaccine Janssen, Johnson & Johnson have previously been described. We report the death of an 18-year-old male with partial ornithine, and I'm going to get this mess, transcarbonase OTC deficiency, who participated in a pilot safety study of gene therapy. The vector used for this trial was based on human adenovirus type 5. Viral vector-based vaccines differ from most conventional vaccines in that they don't actually contain antigens, but rather use the body's own cells to produce them. They do this by using a modified virus, the vector, to deliver genetic code for antigen. In the case of COVID-19, spike proteins found on the surface of the virus into the human cells. Thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome. Thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome, also known as vaccine-induced immune thrombotic thrombocytopenia, or VITT, is a rare idiosyncratic, life-threatening condition that can arise after COVID-19 vaccination with AstraZeneca or Johnson & Johnson. Vaccines not reported with Pfizer. And it says here, and this is thrombosis with thrombocytopenia. Thrombosis with thrombocytopenia is a rare but serious adverse event that causes blood clots or issues with clotting. TTS after COVID-19 vaccination is rare. And I just wanted to come here, let's see, to show you that the Johnson & Johnson pharmaceutical is a viral vector vaccine. Jesse Gelsinger, yesterday, September 17th, was the um, anniversary of Jesse Gelsinger's death. He died on September 17th, 1999. He participated, Jesse participated in a safety study on viral vector technology, adenoviral vector technology. He participated in a safety study on adenoviral vector technology, and he died. How did the Johnson & Johnson vaccine ever become approved? I mean, right off the bat, right off the top, we know that this vaccine causes blood clots. It says so. The World Health Organization is stating right here, as of the 27th, April 22, more than 50 million doses of this um, Johnson & Johnson vaccine have been administered worldwide. The majority of the doses in the USA, Europe, South Africa, and Brazil. And based upon post-marketing safety surveillance, the following safety concerns were identified: thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome and Guillain-Barré syndrome. I'll leave it there.